Hey warriors, I hope you're all doing good. This is your friend CA Rahul Agarwal here to discuss with you on the upcoming batches and classes and books relating to your CA Inter exams going forward. Yes, we have just now recently completed our September 2025 exams, and I know the income tax paper was a little difficult, but nevertheless, I'm pretty sure that you have done a great job with whatever efforts you put in. So I'm sure that ICA will also take care of you if you have already written your September 25 exams. This is not for all of my friends who have written their September exams, but I'm focusing on the classes above that. Yes, let's start with the first thing. You looking forward to your upcoming exams of Jan 2025. All of my friends who are proposing to write a Jan 2025, at this stage, all the full course classes have already been completed. Your lectures are already done. We have done a good amount of sums, solving problems, understanding with each other, a few amount of tests and everything also. But that one last leg is pending for you in order to get this ace in your exams. And therefore, for all those students who have gone for a full course, whether with me or with any other faculty for that matter, and is looking to revise the subject once again because it's been a long pending due for you, we are proposing to start something called as a fast track classes soon. This fast track classes will be with A&M classes, where we will probably be doing tentatively, let's say about November 20 to November 30th. Yes, this is the proposed date at this stage, although it's not finalized. We will discuss that with you soon and you will be seeing flyers coming out faster. But right now there is an A&M classes proposed for fast track classes of CA Inter Income Tax Jan 2025, almost about 60 hours worth of classes, where the whole subject of income tax, which we normally take for about 120, 130 hours, will be subsumed into 60 hours, keeping in attention your only exam perspective, and we will take it from there. You will be solving a good amount of sums in the classes, a good amount of discussion will happen in the classes. All conceptual clarity will be given to the best extent possible. Just that we will not talk more from a practical standpoint and we keep it very oriented to the exam perspective. Yes, so this is what is proposed. Although, yes, let me also clarify this to you. I got a tremendous amount of love and support from all of you in this last 1 year. And so therefore, we almost sold about 500 copies of our CA Inter books. So I'm very, very thankful for you all. Unfortunately, all the books have gone stock out and therefore we don't have any further production at this stage because color copies need a minimum requirement of orders to be made, and therefore we have stopped all productions. So unfortunately, right now there is no further availability of your Jan 2025 materials for your CA Inter exams. But nevertheless, in case you are coming for these classes, we will ensure something will be arranged for you. If you're already a past of my student, then we definitely have no problem. You will already have the material in your hand and we'll be reading it from there. But other students, we will figure it out eventually. I don't unfortunately have the full physical copy at this stage, but I'm happy to provide with you the soft copy on special request if you reach out to me personally. Yes, that can always be arranged. That's regarding your Jan 2025 people. But apart from that, we are also proposing, again, not finalized, but it's still under discussion. We will also be doing the speciality which we always carry with something called as your one-day marathon. Now, technically, the May 25 marathon still apply. The May 24 marathon still applies to Jan 2025 attempt as well. And therefore, for those who want, they can actually watch the marathon, which is already available on YouTube. Just for convenience, I will also put the link in the description below so that you can watch it from there. You can still watch that lectures and there is no change in it for Jan 25 as well. So that will still apply, hold good for you as well. Yes. But nevertheless, since this time the exam attempt is a little critical, we may be proposing a subsequent marathon also, a one-day marathon which will take you through the whole subject of income tax in a matter of 6.5 to 7 hours approximately, where we will again be discussing only the topics. We will not be doing any sums and all those things, just to give you a fast revision on how to read. These lectures are more for you to take as a reference, as an audio guide for you to listen whenever you're available, so that you can store whatever is there in the provisions. Yes. Now this normally as a practice we do it a month before the exams. So tentatively this will be somewhere in the month of December. Yes, again, not finalized, but we'll be discussing about those things. December is where we are proposing to have this one-day marathon. Assuming it doesn't happen also, people, don't worry about it. You will anyway have the full lecture available for the May 25 in your YouTube link. Please watch that if that is any helpful for you. Yes. Now this is regarding your Jan 2025 students. For those who understand, Jan 2025 will take into consideration all the amendments pertaining to Finance Act 2023. Yes. But let's come to the bigger picture now. The new and the latest amendments relating to Finance Act number 2024 and Finance Act number 2 2024. Yes, this is basically for all my students who are planning to write exams for May 25, September 25 and your Jan 26 and your Jan 26. For those who understand this carefully and have done the income tax in the past, would realize the fact that for all the students who are writing May, September and Jan of next year would not be able to use the same lectures of Jan 25 for their exams. Yes, the provisions have changed, the amendments have changed. We have a good amount of amendments in the current attempt also, and therefore a lot of things have to be learnt again. Yes, and therefore for these kind of students, there will be a different set of approach to be followed. Now, if you are one of these batches, we are currently already started with the May 2025 batch. We have currently already started the May 2025 batch in Profex Academy. Yes, it's an academy there in Veperi Chulai, however you look at it. It's an academy there, and we have already started the full course batch for May 2025 here. If you feel like you are still interested, we have done a certain amount of good amount of topics which is already done, but you will still be available for all the video lectures and all, so you can start joining us prospectively, and you can take the video recordings of the prior months. You can prior lectures. You can take the video recordings of the prior lectures, and you can still be a part of the association if you want to learn the May 2025 with us in the Profex Academy. Yes, now I am talking about a full course lecture, people. So this is completely the full course, the 120, 140 hours, however you look at it. Yes, the 120 to 140 hours, a detailed lecture where we'll come and explain the topic up to the ground level in order to ensure that you understand the subject more in a practical sense also, as well as from your exam perspective. Yes, that will be taken care of for you if you are looking for a full course lectures. Assuming you're planning for a fast track lectures, meaning you're already doing your lectures with someone else and you plan to join us for a fast track lectures to again cover the same thing like Jan 25, we would most likely be having a fast track lectures done in A&M classes. Yes, now this will tentatively be somewhere around the month of March or the month of April. That's how the proposal would be at this stage. Again, this is a very far away model, so I'm just not giving you the finalized dates right now, but this is what it is. This is what it is. You would look forward to a fast track lectures in the month of April, in the month of March or April, I would probably say. Yes, tentatively I'm looking at March, but yeah, it may be April also, depending on the other faculties availability and depending on how the students' convenience is also. Yes, so this is for your fast track lectures. Needless to say, you will still have your marathons also being run in the month of April, so that is also anyway planned for the purposes. Yes, this will, again, the premises on this part is to be decided, but this will be your marathon lectures, the 1-day marathon lectures. Yes, this is how what the structure will be for May 2025 students. For all my September 25 students, now this I am assuming would be those kind of students who have currently written your exams for foundation in September 24. Yes, so these are the kind of students I'm discussing about. If you are confident that yes, you have done a great job in foundation, which I'm pretty sure you already would have, then yes, we will be running a separate batch in Profex. We'll be running a separate batch in Profex in September 2025, for September 2025, which is tentatively, based on my understanding, proposal to start in the month of October 2022. Yes, so October 2022, a fresh batch for September 25 will be starting. In case you're planning to write for September 25 batches, please feel free to join us for that, and we will be able to take you forward from there. Regardless, if you're looking for a limited time space, like for example in Profex, we would normally be doing this full course for an amount of 6 to 8 months. But if you're focusing on completing the whole batch by month of 3 or so, but still are looking forward to a full course batch, we would be running a separate batch most likely in A&M classes for the same period, I'm sorry, this is not October 22, this is October 24, my bad. Yes, we are also planning to run a September batch. Most likely the September batch of A&M classes will also start somewhere in the month of Jan, Feb or something. Yes, we'll be running one more batch there. You will be there continuously doing direct tax with me for a good amount of 120 to 140 hours, but continuously for 3 months. Yes, that is what the whole proposal will be. And then followed by the fast track lectures, the marathon lectures. You will also have the same model working for Jan 26 as well. Now this is regarding my classes. But beyond classes, what other thing which you can do? It is not compulsory that you need to join me for classes, but it is something which I always do in every batch. And last year we made a very, very warming attempt called Taxation 101, which you all showed tremendous amount of love with. With 500 copies being sold, I felt very proud and happy to be a part of the learning journey along with you people. And therefore, I'm looking forward to the continuing support in the current year as well. For the current year, which is basically your Finance Act 2024, or let me put it this way, the May 25, the September 25 and the Jan 26 attempts. For the CA Inter, the books have officially got launched. Yes, this is no more in the coming soon model. The coming soon has now officially got launched. We now are available with the material for the CA Inter income tax book as well. I have the copy with my hand as well. I'm not sure if it's visible, but yes, this is how the book looks like. A very beautifully designed matte finish blue color book, which has everything in a very good colorful format for you to go through. Yes, Let me give you a glimpse of how this material looks like so that you also feel comfortable with what you're getting into. This is how the material will look like, people. I am having a PDF copy. Yes. So this is how the material will look like. You get the cover page here. Now, before I take forward itself, let's notice on the right side, people, in case it's visible to you, this material is almost about 191 pages. Yes. Now you may come and ask, now 191 pages for CA Inter, the same thing which ICAI would launch for 4 modules, 2 direct taxes and 2 indirect taxes. You are covering the direct tax part of the 2 modules in just a matter of 191 pages. I'm saying it's not even 191. It's actually lesser than that. If you notice carefully, page number 1 is your cover page, page number 2 is your cover page number 3 is your prefaces, page number 4 is your index, and actually the book starts from page number 5. So technically, if you ignore those 4 pages also, we are looking at about 188 pages worth of income tax material just for you to read for your exam purposes. Yes, this is the power of the summarized book which we have created for all of your benefits. The concept guide of taxation 101. The income tax book which covers the whole CA Inter income tax for May 25, September 25 and Jan 26 in a matter of 188 pages for you to summarize and complete the whole subject. Now, you may come and ask, Rahul, the whole 188 pages looks like very small, so therefore you may have trimmed down the concept, you may have not given all the concepts. Please feel free to reach out to me and I will get a personal audit done along with all of you to verify that every concept which is there in the study material has been taken into consideration. Nothing has been skipped. The only thing which we have done is that we have simplified the content which ICAI would repeat multiple times and give it out to you. At the same time, we have made it sure that when you read the book, you feel like it's a story. We ensure that you are able to read the whole book in a sequential manner so that you understand the book in the better fashion sense. Yes, that is what the whole model is designed under. We're looking at about 188 pages, which will now cover how. You will have your context, people, which will have about 23 chapters if you notice. The same 23 chapters in different parts, in different model, in different sequence will be there in the ICAI study material as well. No changes in that. Same sequence will be followed. Just that I would have made it a little more extra chapters because it makes more sense for me to show it that way so that you understand the topics a little better. Yes. What will you do is you will be starting from basics, then you will be going on to rates of taxes, moving on to residential status, and then your heads of income and so on and so forth. The same total income model which you will be learning with. Yes, every chapter has a sequence, and if you notice, every chapter is made in a very beautiful color-coded model. We are continuing with the previous attempts practice, and we are keeping it completely colored, but we have done additional efforts in this attempt as well. We have remodified the whole font which you use for your previous attempts in a better handwritten format, which maybe may look more legible for you to read, and you will feel a little more comfortable with the material, right? So the whole book has been redesigned in such a way that we have given better fonts to use, better practice to use. The book has been reread once again in order to see how we can simplify things a little more better, and we have also tried to put in a little more examples and everything so that you understand the topics a little better. Everything has been done for you from my side, nothing for you to do in this. How does the material look like, people? Every chapter will have a color coding which is designed in such a way that you understand the codings properly. There are no random colors thrown inside the material. You have every code used very thoughtfully so that you understand the subject properly. If you notice on the first chapter itself, the first chapter on the top starts with the purple color heading, which comes and clarifies that every headings will be in purple. All your main text will be given in black because that's the same text which you use for your exams also. For your exams, you're supposed to use a black pen, and therefore we have also followed the same style. Yes. Apart from that, you will see subheadings coming in blue colors, and then your important and critical things, your May 25, September 25 and Jan 26, all amendments will be given in green. Let me quickly show that to you as well. Yes, if I go forward, if you notice here in page number 9, you will see that the amendments relating to your domestic company tax rates are given in green. You have the foreign company amendment, you also have the domestic company year change amendment. All these are given in green to you so that you understand the topics a little better. Yes, at the same time, if you go down a little bit more, you will find the same amendments for a capital gains, a very critical amendment of capital gains, all given in green for you so that you understand that yes, these are your amendments for your current attempt, and therefore it becomes extremely critical and important for you to go through them. Everything taken care for you. Yes, but we have gone a step further. We have also done some better things for you, where what you'll notice is all those items where we feel that you may go wrong, and you may make some mistakes have been highlighted in yellow also. The highlights which we normally ask you to do in class, that is also done in the book itself, which means we have come and told you that these are the things which you may make mistakes or you may not notice properly, or as I famously call it as the accident prone zone. That is also taken care of for you people, and therefore nothing further has to be done. Yes, we will also put in some additional boxes on some places. Let's say for example, you will have charts and all coming in here so that we can give a bird's eye view on all the topics. These are the kind of charts which will help you understand the whole chapter in a single chart itself, which means if you read this chart, you will have to ignore every other pages. So if you honestly come and ask me, you don't even have to read 188 pages. If you have done classes with me in the past, I would have come and promised you that 188 pages are actually summarized into 80 sites. 80 sites is what you need to read for exams, because when you start reading charts and everything, you can start ignoring every other topics as well. The other topics are also given to you so that you ensure that the English makes sense to you. So you read the topics from the English. Once you get a hold of the topics, you then read the chart so that you can ignore all the topics on the prior itself. That is also done for you people, so that you can make life easier for all of you. Yes. Then what else are we looking at? Are we looking at, let me quickly go forward. Yes, I'm looking at salaries topic, people. If you notice, there are some blue boxes also. What are these blue boxes? These boxes basically come and give you a clarification that there are some additional things which you need to bear in mind. Some small things which you may not notice attention to. All those things are also taken care of, which your normally faculty will ask you to put a post-it against, or ask you to write extra notes against. Basically, this is a complete self-study guide for you to use, refer, and ace your exams in the best sense possible. No compromises made anywhere. The intention is very simple, people. Anyone using the book should come back with the promise that yes, Rahul, this was the book which caused me the reason to get my rank. Nothing short of a rank. And I'm making it very clear, this is nothing short of a rank. Yes, every time I prepare a material, I always come and say that all my books are prepared within Ranker's edition. And therefore, the first thing which you notice right now is your Taxation 101 Ranker's edition. Is your Taxation 101 Ranker's edition. What does this Ranker's edition comprise with? The first thing which I just now showed you, your concept guide. Your concept guide, covering almost about 188 pages for you to understand the subject in the most practical sense. At the same time, be confident that yes, you have done the subject in the better sense fashion possible. Yes. Second thing, what does the Ranker's edition also cover is something called as your solutions guide. Now, for those who understand this carefully, direct tax is a practical come theory paper. So if I'm coming and telling you that yes, you can just do that 188 pages and clear your exams, I would be lying. Let's be honest about it, people. Yes, as much as you may understand the theory or the provisions from this book, you may still need to practice these things, and that's not something which will come just by reading. Yes, it needs a good amount of practice. It needs a good amount of questions for you to solve, and that's predominantly the reason why the book is also that small. Yes, while your ICI materials will have multiple questions and all to solve, these are not part of a solution as a part of a concept guide, because the intention is the day before exams you will not have the bandwidth or the luxury to do questions, and therefore the day before exam you will only be referring this concept guide and doing your exams. But when you're preparing for your exams, you definitely need to practice, right? And so for that, we will also be including something called as a solutions guide, a PDF copy which will be shared across with all the students who choose to be partnering with us. A PDF copy which will be covering all your ICI questions, all your past RTPs, all your past MTPs, your past exam papers, and for those extra things to go an extra mile, it will also be covering the previous practice manual questions as well. Practice manual, basically those practice manual which was introduced in 2016, back in times when there was an old syllabus pattern including a practice manual for you also. That also is covered in this. So technically, if you come and ask me, the solutions guide will have questions relating to all things which have come in exam ever, in the form of practice, in the form of MCQs, no matter what you call it. This book will almost be about 500 to 600 pages, a detailed book for you to practice all your questions, and will have everything which needs to be covered from an exam standpoint. I will ensure that all the questions that are there are from the past exam questions, so that in case any of an adjustment which is there not there in the study material also, by practicing those questions you should be able to answer those questions, so that there is no new things coming up in the exam. Now, I cannot promise you that everything will be covered there, because ICI always has a knack of bringing in some new amendments in the attempt. But against that, let's be honest, even if it's a 100 marks paper, ICI at best can test you for about maybe 7 marks to 8 marks. Assuming things go south, also 15 marks will be from the past, from a new concept. But apart from that, the 85 marks will be from the study material or will be from past exam questions. And therefore, this solutions guide is the only one-stop solution for you to practice all your questions. Nothing beyond this will need to be looked at. Yes. Now you may come and say, Rahul, if you're covering so many attempts, obviously the book should be voluminous. How is that you're only covering it in 500 pages? The idea is very simple, people. When ICI is going to ask you questions, they're not always going to invent a new question. Questions will be changed with just the names, the titles, the assessment years, the amount a little bit more. But beyond that, most of the questions will remain the same. And so therefore, it makes no sense that I repeat the same question twice for you just to make the book voluminous and make your life miserable. Those questions would have been compiled together and a clarification would have been given saying that these questions are there in multiple attempts, and therefore you don't need to worry about it. Yes, that is how the book will look like. Maybe rather than explaining the whole thing, let me show you a glimpse of what the material looks like also. Yes, this is how the material will look like, people. If you notice a chapter itself, a chapter will probably, let's say, yeah, this is the chapter of set off and carry forward of chapters. Set number A will come and talk about all your ICI related questions. Same questions from ICI, no changes in that, done. Yes, then comes in your set number B, which will be having your past exam questions. Yes, clarifying, saying that this is from the old practice manual, this is from the RTP of May 2018, this is again from the old practice manual, and so on and so forth. You will find the same synopsis doing in every chapter right now. Yes, and every chapter will have the same model. Now, yes, the solutions guide is made in a black and white format because, yeah, you know what, it's a solutions book. You don't need to really put colors into it to understand what the answers are. And so therefore this book will be given in a black and white format only. There will be no changes in this. Yes, but again, the font used is again a handwritten font so that you feel comfortable that yes, you're reading your own books, and that's how the whole model looks like. Yes, what else, Rahul? We are also after this planning something called as an we are also planning something called as an MCQ guide. Yes, with ICI making a 30% of your syllabus mandatory as MCQs along with case studies and everything, I think it's extremely important that you also know how to answer MCQs and what kind of tricks and tips come into this also. Yes, now MCQ, there are two ways to do it, people. I can either create a 5,000 pages MCQ where I can come and say, you know what, I'll take every topic and put one topic against it and give you an MCQ against it. Or I can be truthful to you and I can come and tell you that, you know what, I don't want to waste your time in life. I will rather sit and compile all MCQs which ICI has released till date from the BOS knowledge portal, from the past RTPs, from the past MTPs. Currently, ICI has also promised that the September batch, the Jan batch, going forward, whatever exams, MCQs comes, those also will be added inside. And I'll give you all the MCQs which ICI has tested till date so that you can understand how the ICI style of testing MCQs is. This will not be putting any extra efforts from my side. I will not be giving any extra MCQs because when I start, I can endlessly give you MCQs and you will still not fail the feel the intention behind it. Yes, so therefore I will compile this all from ICI. No changes whatsoever. I will compile it all from ICI with the only promise that yes, whatever ICI MCQs are there, if they're pertaining to past periods, I will take the efforts to amend it as per the current attempt so that you can learn what is relevant to you. Yes, this is also one last thing which I will do for you. But beyond this, one other thing which I also want, and I started this as a last year along with my beautiful students of May 24, we created something called as a cheat sheet. Cheat sheet is basically me covering the whole GTI, the gross total income, meaning starting from the basics till the heads of income, in just a matter of 9 pages. Which means where I am promising you that you have to just read 188 summarized into 80 sites, I'm now further promising you that you don't even have to read 80 sites, you just have to read 9 sites. Reading 9 sites will almost cover 40 marks of your syllabus just like that. Yes, 40 marks of the syllabus is just like that covered, leaving you with a balance 10 marks, which you just have to read from the balance topics. 40 marks of the syllabus being covered from the cheat sheet. Now, let's be very truthful about this, people. Cheat sheet is a summary version of the whole topics, right? There will be no concepts, no theories explained inside it. It will just be the provisions and nothing else. Yes, and therefore, cheat sheet is not an alternative to your practice. Cheat sheet is something to be used at a last stage after you're done with all your concept guide understanding, after you're done with all your solutions understanding, after everything gets over is when you use the cheat sheet just for you to prepare for your exams, so that when you go for your exams you can read this multiple times and feel comfortable that yes, now I know the subject. That is what the cheat sheet is for. If you are promising me, if you come forward to me and come and say, Rahul, I want to use the cheat sheet as the first source of material for your exams, I'm sorry, I am itself going to be honest to you to come and say that is not how you will pass the exam. Let's not do that. Yes, 4 things which make you a ranker from an exam perspective, and this is all that I can offer you from a taxation 101 guideline. Yes, now Rahul, what is your investment going to be in all these 4 items? The first item being the concept guide is going to be a fully colored physical copy couriered to you or brought to you at your hand, and therefore this has a cost to it. Right now we are selling this in Amazon for a price of rupees 399, only. Yes, nothing more, nothing less. Let me be very honest to you, people. 399 will not cover any of my profits in this. Yes, I don't want to make any profits because for me at this point of time the intention is to reach masses. Yes, and so I want to reach the best extent possible, and I want to give you that kind of luxury to learn the subject in the most interesting, funny and logical manner. And therefore I have not kept any margin on this. Color printing cost, you can itself understand, per page cost about 10 rupees. Because I'm doing bulk printing, it cheaps me a little bit more. But apart from that, I have to pay some extra referral fees, some courier charges and all those things. Taking all those into consideration is when I'm putting it at 399 rupees for you to take to you. Yes. How do you get access to this? Two ways to do it, people. One, you can reach out in Amazon and place an order, and I will happily oblige to courier it to your place. Second is you can reach out to me personally on my WhatsApp number 73389232295, which is there on the screen. Pause the video and take a note of it so that you can reach out to me personally. Now, let me give you an additional benefit to this. Understand, like I promised to you that I don't want to make any profits. I want to ensure that I prove it to you also. And therefore, what I will come and further propose to you is that if you make a purchase from Amazon, I'm unfortunately bound to pay the courier fees and the referral fees, and therefore this would be incurred by me. And therefore, $399 is what I can afford for this. But if you come and don't use Amazon, but rather reach out to me personally, I save the referral fee. And therefore I'm happy to send back the referral fee to you. I don't want it. So any person who reaches out to me and asks me for a courier without Amazon into it, I will reduce the referral fee which I am being paid, and therefore I will sell this for a price of 375. I will sell this at a price of 375, meaning 25 rupees also will be granted back to you as a discount because you reached out to me personally and I did not have to pay the Amazon fees. For all of my friends who live in Chennai and can actually reach out to me personally, physically at my premises, at my home, or one of your known circles who can reach out to me, if you reach out to me and you tell me that Rahul, I don't even want it on courier, I am happy to take this from you directly. For those people who physically buy the product from me, can actually save another 25 rupees on courier charges, and therefore I will send it to you for a meager price of 350 rupees, which means 25 rupees saved in referral, 25 rupees saved in courier, everything restored back and given to you. 350 rupees is what you can get this book for if you personally reach out to me and get the books from me. Yes. Now let's be honest about this, people. I'm not going to be any dishonest anywhere. I'm going to be very honest to you. When I change my book from the last attempt to current attempt, it takes a lot of efforts. There is fees going into it, there is cost going into it, you have to do printing charges and everything, flates increasing, inflation increasing huge, and therefore 350 rupees is technically something which I could only afford because I had to do a bulk printing. Yes, I had to really go lot masses on this time, where last time I was able to sell 500 copies. This time I pushed myself a little further only to ensure that I could reach everyone and make sure that everyone gets it at the most cheapest price and you don't incur anything extra. And therefore, I ended up buying 700 copies of the material this attempt. I'm going to be very honest to you, no doubts about it. Yes, 700 copies have been placed and I really have about 10 boxes sitting at my home ready to reach your premises at the best extent possible. And therefore, as much as I got the love and support last year, I'm looking forward to the same love and support from all of you this year, so as to ensure that I can reach everyone and I can touch everyone's heart, and I can feel that happiness that yes, I'm a part of your success journey for your CA Inter exams. And therefore, it's my humble request that if you have any friends who are writing the CA Inter exams, who feel like they can have any kind of challenges relating to income tax and would like to learn the subject in the more easier sense, would like to summarize their books and to ensure that they are having a smaller book for you to prepare for your exams, please try to reach out to every one of them and tell them that they can always reach out to me and get this book arranged for me. I'll be happy to support every one of you to the best extent possible, which I can do from my side, even if it is not your course which you're taking from me. As long as you are a part of CA Inter and is a part of this journey, I would like to be a happy mentor to you, probably, let's put it that way, a happy mentor to you, so that I can reach out and I can make sure that everyone learns better. Now, this is regarding the concept guide. For all of my friends who are buying the concept guide from me, I will openly come and tell you that all the other materials will be given free of cost. No extra charges. Will be fully given free of cost. The moment you buy the material, please drop a message to me and come and tell me that Rahul, I've purchased your concept guide. Let me know whatever I have to get for the books, and the whole Rankers edition except for the concept guide will be shared across with you as a PDF copy, free. Full PDF copies will be given to you. Feel free to take the PDF copies, take a printout, share it with your friends. I don't care, because let's be honest, people, concept guide is where I put in a lot of efforts. While solutions guide, MCQ guide and cheat sheets are also something which I put in efforts, there is no new invention from my side. It's all things from the past ICI's material, and therefore I would not like to take any additional benefits out of this. I would like to be very transparent about this, and therefore I will give this out to you as a compilation of all ICI's past exam data and give it to you for free of charges. you can use it, you can print it, you can do whatever you want with it. Which means in simple words, in a mere investment of about 350 rupees, you are ready with everything which is required for your CA inter exams for income tax, and very surely enough to clear in a rank also. Enough to clear in a rank also. Nothing short of compromise has been done here. You will be able to do everything and justify your position to the best extent possible with these materials in your hand. How do you make this purchase in Amazon if at all you want to do it? Very simple. Please go ahead and join Amazon. Let me show it to you quickly so that you can also put it out. While I will also be sharing across the link in the description box, I am also showing it as how to do it. I will go to, let's say, amazon.in. Yes, I also do understand there is a Great Indian Festival going on. So while I may not be afford any more further discounts, I understand that if you use special card offers and all, you may be able to get further discounts from your side. So yes, please feel free to use Amazon to the best extent possible. There is no problem there. Click on the search box, type something called as taxation 101. Yes, the moment you type taxation 101, you will see that the second book, which is the non-sponsored book, will be the CA Inter Guide. Click on it and you will be able to find some demo sheets also, so that you can understand how the whole format will look like. You can click on those demo sheets, feel comfortable about how the material will look like, understand if the English makes sense to you, feel like comfortable about those materials, and then if you are comfortable, go ahead, put it to your cart, make a purchase, use whatever discount coupons are given to you. I see some discount coupons here. See, it says if you buy SBI card on all those things, you get some special discounts. Feel free to use those discounts as well and make your purchase from Amazon if you feel that is more comfortable to you. I have absolutely no challenges there. But if you think I'm any credible, reach out to me personally. I'm happy to take up everyone's query myself personally, and I will make sure that you receive the book at a discounted price at 375 if you want courier against it, and 350 if you don't want courier against it. I will arrange it for you so that you can learn from it better. Yes, this is my new concept guide, and I look forward to all of your love and support. Once again, people, I know the kind of tremendous support I've got last year, and I'm looking forward to the same kind of support in the current year, so as to ensure that we both run the journey together and we all become a CA final students, and we all make that deserving CA we all deserve to be. Yes, that's all from my side for today. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, and I'm looking forward to see everyone in the physical classes. If at all you ever are interested to come forward to it, please reach out to me at any appropriate stage, and I'll be happy to oblige in everything. Yes, thank you everyone for joining the CA journey. I am looking forward to you all becoming a great CA and making me a part of the success journey as well. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.